This miracles means like you are not expecting. Okay, some pathology is very much increased. You are not expecting your patient may be cured. Okay, it is like you can tell ki in previous anything history or like anything you have not seen ki after this pathology patient will revive or come back. Okay, but sometimes it happens. Okay, many times like in hospitals you will see persons who are more than 70 also after cardiac arrest or like heart attack they get back also and they just survive in normal life. Okay, normally it is rare. Okay, very less incident happens. Okay, because at that old age revive cells tissues that it is very difficult to revive. Okay, but it happens. Okay, sometimes persons come out of ventilator after age of 80 also. Okay, so all these things are like sometimes this you can tell it as like a miracle. Okay, like this happens. That's why medical science has not nothing like a hard and fast rule. Okay, it is not like that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Okay, sometimes many exceptions are there sometimes. That's why you should be always positive regarding these things ki, in any incurable disease is there, patient will come to you and you are like legal or legally you are able to treat that patient, then you should not just you should not lose your hope. Okay, and just not make your patient also to lose his or her hope. Okay, because it is not like that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Okay, sometimes miracle happens, sometimes because of anything just a medicine react very well. Okay, anything may happen. Okay, so next is the seat of the diseases, where an important viscous example internal organ has been considerably deteriorated. Deteriorated means it is destroyed. Okay, internal organ. Uh, Material doses of the medicines are necessary to check it. This naturally belongs to the chronic disease. Example in ischemic heart disease, cactus mother tincture and spongia tosta mother tincture. 10 to 15 drops does not be used. Okay, this is just one example. Okay, how is the disease and how you have to just give the medicine. Okay, spongia tosta is one homeopathic medicine. We have talked about the porifera. Okay, like porifera, the spongia tosta is made from that kingdom. Okay, in animal kingdom, that class. Okay, then the various treatment of the diseases. Patients who have taken many crude drugs, homeopathy or allopathy, other requires a high potency for their use. Many times that is called as a complex disease. Many times patient will come with allopath, Ayurvedic doctor, Unani doctor, and that way they will come to you. And actual picture of disease will not be there when the patient will come to you. The actual picture of the disease will go. Okay, there will be the reactions or complex of the diseases. Okay, many complications are there. Okay, after taking medicine I got this, got that, like many things. Actually original disease you will not get. Okay, natural disease, what was naturally occurred, that you will not get. Okay, so sometimes at that time you have to give the high potency. If you have taken very accurately case. Okay, and you are 100% confident about your medicine, then you can go for higher potency. Okay, stages of the disease, many stages, just I have talked with you regarding stages of the disease. Okay, the disease process manifest in two stage: dynamic pathology and organic pathology. Okay, organic means material. Okay, material pathology is there, dynamic pathology is there. Okay, dynamic pathology denotes the stage from the very beginning of the disease till structural changes starts. Okay, means like functional problems are there. Dynamic means first it functional problems are there, then after that structural problems are there. Sometimes structural and functional both problems are there. Okay, so many times first functional loss is there. Okay, suppose I will just give one example. Suppose your finger will be crushed between something. Okay, heavy, like any hammer or anything. What happened? Suddenly it will stop working. Okay, you will just feel numbness, it will stop working. Okay, and then after that, after some time it will be red, and after swelling will be there. Okay, and it will totally, there will be loss of function of that particular finger. Okay, it starts with the loss of function. Okay, first your finger, anything. Okay, anything, like suppose you will get diarrhea. Okay, this, what will happen? Actually diarrhea is like sometimes it is gastritis. Okay, itis means inflammation. Okay, so what happened normally, your stomach will just stop working. Okay, means you cannot take heavy food, you have to take like very soft foods. Okay, so that time, this first of all is the functional loss. Okay, your digestive system, the function will be lost. Okay, after that there may be a structural loss. A structural loss is like there may be swelling of the mucosa of the stomachs. Okay, so all these things happen, that is called as a gastritis. Okay, so like that. So these dynamic changes are there, the structural changes are there. Okay, then during the period only the functional disturbance are reflected, so the susceptibility of the patient is greatly higher, so that the kind of chronic diseases must be treated with the higher potencies in single doses. By frequent repetition in these cases, the patient will turn from dynamic pathology to organic pathology. Okay, when there is a extreme case is like it is just changed to very high stage. Okay, like there is irreversible pathology. Okay, then it may change into organic pathology. Okay, organic changes are there. On the other hand, organic pathology denotes the stages from the beginning of the structural changes up to the end of the disease process. During the process, the susceptibility of the disease is gradually decreased. As a result, the potency should be lower. Okay, so at that time you have to just keep the low potency. Then next we will go to the next part, different miasmatic stages. Okay, now one more term came already. I think we have discussed this term, miasm. Okay, miasm. Miasm is the term. Okay, like you can tell it is a means you can tell it like key things which are uh, disease causing, but but there is no particular terminology at that time, like for virus, bacteria. Okay, because there was microscope was not discovered. Okay, so just this word was there, miasm. Okay, means disease causing agents were there. Okay, causing agents. Okay, this is called as a miasm. Okay, Ma- about detail in miasm you will study in organon of medicine about the detail of the miasm. Okay, primary manifestation of psora, psychosis, and syphilis. Okay, if you know a little bit about Ayurveda. Okay, so there you have heard about the cup, pit, and bath. Okay, if you have like your friends, Ayurveda friends, if they have talked about this. Okay, this is called as a like a prakriti. Okay, prakriti of the human being. Okay, so that is called as a cup, pit, and bath. Okay, so like that we have actually Dr. Hahnemann was totally influenced by many literatures. Okay, Dr. Hahnemann was totally influenced by many literatures. Okay, that literature may be European literature, American literature. Okay, that Unani. Then there may be some Indian literatures also. Okay, so he has given Sora, psychosis, and syphilis. Okay, normally in general terminology when you will study. Okay, I think by first year level just you have to know Sora means there is functional loss. Okay, functional loss. Then psychosis, structural loss. Okay, then syphilis, both structural and functional loss. Okay, this is just a like a quick shot, or you can tell just it is a shortcut. Okay, but when you will study in detail you will study, okay, many other things related with the Sora, psychosis, and syphilis. Okay, required higher potencies in the repeated and large doses was for an early and permanent cure. Okay, then secondary manifestation of different manifestation stage requires medium or low potencies to the start with. Then nature of the medicines. Nature of the medicine is also an important parameter to decide the potency. Okay, which type of medicine you will give in what type of doses, that is very much important. Okay, till now we have seen about the nature of the disease. Okay, which type of nature of disease is there and which type of medicine you are providing. Okay, but now the nature of the medicine. Okay, like when we are studying about nosodes. Okay, nosode, what is nosode? Any idea you have? What is nosode?
Sir, disease secretion.
Okay, nosode is a deceased secretion. Okay, that is potentized later on. The nosodes, if you remember, already we have discussed there, or already it is was given there. Nosodes should always be given in higher potencies. Okay, and that thing is again written here. Nosode, the nosode group of the medicine should be administered in higher potencies for its true effect. Okay, means always disease secretion or nosodes should be given in the higher potencies. Remember it. Okay, it is just like a means you have to, when you will wake up you have to remember this. Okay, means you are waking up, okay, and you just go for brush. Okay, like that only you have to remember. No sort higher potency. Okay, because everywhere it doesn't have any exception till now. Whatever I have learned, okay, I have seen in any book there is no any exception related with nosode. Always just you have to remember it is nosode has higher potencies. Okay, it should be used everywhere in higher potency. If you are giving your nosode to your patient, it should be given in higher potency. Okay, some medicine work best in the low potency of trituration, such as Crataegus in valvular heart disease. Then Savla serrata belongs to hyperplasia of the prostate. Okay. Then British homeopathy pharmacopoeia. Okay, BHP. Then arsenicum iodum in it, some cases of influences. Calcarea iodum in goiter and in large state polyglutamata saga in urinary stones. Okay, so these are just examples. Okay, no need to know much about this. Okay, later on when you will study second year, third year, fourth year, you will definitely know all these things. Okay, with some remedies their effect is reputed to vary with the potency used. Heparin sulfate is used to abort infections. It is used in higher potency in the process. It has resolved abscess, teeth, and osteomyelitis of the jaw when used in low potencies. Then great care must be taken in selection of the potency of deep acting remedies in our chronic diseases. Then next is the Lachesis 200 had a most unpleasant effect, later antidoted by the dose of sepia. Okay, this is just one example. In some drugs, 200 is weak potency, particularly in lycopodium or physician trait to use it. Okay, so these examples are not so much important, but just we will go through it. Okay, because when you will study second year, third year, fourth year, automatically these examples will come in your mind. Okay, and it is there is no need to remember. Automatically you will able to remember. Okay, means it will come in our materia medica and organon so many times that you will not, if you will try to forget, you will not forget. Okay, the next is it is dangerous to give phosphorus in high potencies to patient with advanced phthisis, as it may starts hemorrhagic that may prove fatal. Then phosphorus again, phosphorus, silicia and legacies are three very dangerous drugs remedies for there. Okay, then next will the tubercular tendency, the wrong potency of too frequent repetition may do the do the patient into a active tuberculosis. Okay, so sometimes because of medicines also it may happen ki the person may got tuberculosis. Okay, because this phosphorus, all this, and this silicia, these are good medicine for tubercular problems. Okay, actually there is three miasms. Sora is there, psychosis is there, syphilis is there, and tubercular miasm is also there. Okay, so about this you will study in organon. Okay, now we will come to little important part, various kinds of doses. Okay, it is very much important for short note. Okay, which type of doses are there, different type of doses. Okay, so like just we will go to first part is maximum dose. Okay, what dose you can tell as a maximum dose. Okay, now question arises, which type of dose you can tell it is a maximum dose. It is the maximum or the largest possible quantity of the medicine not harmful in human life, which can be taken at a time by an individual. Okay, the maximum dose is that dose which is not harmful to human body. Okay, that is maximum dose. Okay, after that if you will take, then it will be harmful dose. Okay, the maximum dose is that dose if in one time you are taking that particular dose and your body will not be harmed. Okay, in other words, you can tell this dose will help your body to go towards the recovery of from the disease. Okay, so that is called as a maximum dose. Okay, means just I can give you example of rice. Suppose you are taking your lunch, okay, rice, okay, dal and vegetables, okay, so that much is a maximum food you have eaten. Okay, that will not make any discomfort in your abdomen. Okay, if you will, after that you will get belching, you will get diarrhea, you will get other problems, then it is the not a maximum dose, then it will be a dangerous dose of your diet. Okay, so like that, maximum dose is only that dose which helps you, okay, to recover. Okay, after that if you are taking, that will be harmful to your body. Okay, so just remember this, what is the maximum dose. Okay, next is the in homeopathy, maximum or large doses should not be administered for treatment purpose except in cases of primary manifestation of the sora, psychosis and syphilis. Already these are miasm. Okay, syphilis. Hence, large doses as well as the repeated doses of the indicated medicines are to be administered. Otherwise, the disease will not be cured, rather go on increasing among the course. Okay, then lethal or fatal doses. Lethal or fatal doses. Okay, what is the meaning of lethal or fatal? Any idea you have? Any idea what is the meaning of lethal or fatal doses?
सर lethal mean घातक मतलब टॉक्सिक सर, जो हार्मफुल हो सर.
Lethal and fatal dose means it is toxic. Okay, okay, but it is that dose which will cause death. Okay, that is called a lethal or fatal. Okay, lethal or fatal means the dose that will cause death, that is called as a lethal or fatal dose. Okay, remember it, lethal dose or fatal dose is that dose which will cause death. Okay, like just I will give one example. In second year you will study toxicology. There you will get the fatal or lethal dose of different things. Okay, stramonium, you will get of opium, paracetamol, organophosphorus compounds, many things. Okay, normally paracetamol 500 mg thrice a day you take, but more than 4 gram, okay, 4 gram is just causes severe liver damage, and it may be a fatal for the particular person. Okay, that's why lethal or fatal is that dose which may cause any death. Okay, so it is also known as a toxicological or narcotic dose. It is such amount of the dose which can cause death. Remember it. Okay, lethal or fatal dose means which will cause death of a living being. The fatal doses of different substances may be different, which depends upon their toxicity. A fatal dose of a milder narcotic or a poison will obviously be more than that of the stronger narcotic or poison. Okay. Next is the minimal lethal dose, means that thing which will cause the smallest dose that has been recorded as a fatal to a healthy person. Okay, minimal lethal dose means quantity is very little and that may cause death of that particular person. Okay, that is called as a minimum lethal dose. Okay, sometimes you know about potassium isocyanide. Any idea what is the test of potassium isocyanide? Any idea you have? Hello,
Yes sir.
what is potassium? I think you organic chemistry or inorganic chemistry you have studied about potassium isocyanide in class 11th or 12th.
Yes sir.
So What is the taste of potassium isocyanide?
सर वो टॉक्सिक होती है सर, टेस्ट नहीं चेक कर सकते उसका।
Its taste is still not checked. Okay, means many scientists they tried to check, but they are not able to give because it was just a little quantity. It is so much fatal. They are just putting on tongue and they died. Okay, so even one of the scientists he tried and he just wrote S and he died. Okay, now confusion, sour or sweet. Okay, that is again a problem. Okay, so like that, it is so much key. It take on the neurology of our nerves of our body so that even person cannot react. Okay, so that is the highest dangerous poison of the world. Okay, so like that. Okay, the minimum lethal dose are the that doses which very small quantity they will cause death. Okay, that is the minimum lethal dose. Okay, about this detail you will study in second year in forensic medicine and toxicology. Okay, but these questions comes on pharmacy also, like short note, what is fatal dose, what is lethal dose, okay, like that. Then booster dose. Okay, normally I think you have learnt about this word booster dose when normally during vaccination. Okay, when you are in your childhood. Okay, or like when you go in your family, if you like your uncle, auntie, okay, brother, elder brother, they have small children. Okay, so sometimes they go to the pediatrician for different vaccinations. Okay, so what is the meaning of booster dose? A subsequent dose given in the enhance the action of the initial dose, like what second dose we take. Okay, what second dose we take in the covid-19, normally it is called as a booster dose. First dose we take after sometimes like 8 to 12 weeks we take second dose, to that dose may be called as a booster dose. Okay, just to enhance the action of the first dose. Okay, the substances dose given to them enhance the action of the initial dose, that is called as a booster dose. Remember this nowadays. Okay, this vaccination, all these programs are going on. Okay, examiner may have a like a favorite question, what is the booster dose? Okay, so remember this. Sometimes many questions are related with the current scenario. Okay, like I will just give you example. Okay, last time I have seen many university question paper of fourth year. Okay, fourth BHMS medicine, many places they have given covid-19 as a short note. If they have not given covid-19 as a short note, they have given viral disease as a short note. Okay, means relation related with that. Okay, nearby viral disease as a short note. Okay, so many things are just related with our nearby what things are going on. Okay, then next is the fractional or refractory or divided doses. Okay, fraction, refractory or divided doses. Okay, so it is that fraction of the full doses which is taken in a short interval. Like I just told 1.5 gram of paracetamol in 24 hour you can take. Okay, for a normal adult dose, but you are taking three times 500, 500, 500. Okay, 8 hourly. So that is called as a divided dose, fractional dose, divided dose. Okay, like normally many homeopathic medicine we give 4 to 8 hourly. Okay, so that is called as a divided dose. Okay, then physiological dose, what are the physiological dose? Okay, what is called as a physiological dose we need to understand. Okay, which just affect our physiology. Okay, physiological doses are those which stimulates the normal physiology or the function of the different organ, so or the system of our body, and hence the symptom thus appears or known as a physiological symptoms or physiological dose. Okay, like I told you in homeopathy. Okay, mother tincture and very low dose, 1x 2x 3x 4x 5x 6x 1c 2c 3c, all this works as a on a physiological dose. Okay, to remember this, what is the physiological dose? Okay, means just they work as a diet material dose. Okay, like suppose you are feeling hungry, you took your food and it is helping to just overcome your tear and wear of your body. Okay, helping to recover all the wounds of your body. Okay, just this action is called as a physiological action or physiological doses. Okay, what food you are taking. Okay, then WM boric. Okay, then W.M. Boric, in his A Compendium of the Principles of Homeopathy, state It is the physiological doses, that is the dose large enough to produce symptoms. Opium, okay, constipates the bowel and produces insensitivity. For those purpose, a large fixed quantity is necessary, not less than one half to 1 grain. The constitute is physiological dose. Okay, like physiological doses are that they causes some physiological, general physiological actions. Okay, like suppose I can give you example, just here one example of opium is there. If opium you are taking in very small quantity, it will just reduce the secretion of your mucous membrane. Okay, all your digestive system, other part of the body, and what will happen? You will just feel a constipation. Okay, your bowel will not move properly. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, so many things are there. Okay, like that. But like sometimes when you take anything, you feel burning sensation. Okay, like that. It bears those characters. It is injurious to the patient. Its action is toxic in nature. Its action is the exact opposite of the curative action. Okay, it is never employed in the homeopathic practice for curative purpose. Okay, next is the infinitesimal doses. Okay, that is infinite doses. Okay, what is infinite doses? Just we have to see. Okay, we have studied about the Avogadro's hypothesis. Okay, so already we know about that. Dictionary meaning of the infinitesimal is the infinitesimal small quantity, and by uh, extensions very small. The homeopathies are divided into two groups. For one, that which is uh, immersible or infinitesimal, those remains in below the Avogadro's number. Okay, like more than 13c, 12c, 14c, 15c. Okay, for those other, this infinitesimal is beyond the Avogadro's number, is that the spiritual dilution, that is called as a dynamic doses. Okay, that is called as a dynamic doses, which is there is no material dose so much diluted that actual material is not there. Okay, its energy or force is there, that is called as a dynamic dose, but actual material is there. Okay, that is called as a material dose. Okay, then average dose. What is average dose? It is the prescribed adjacent doses according to the requirement of the patient. Okay, each homeopathic pharmacopoeia of United States gives this kind of dose. Then single dose, one dose only. It means that only one dose should be given at a time. Okay, sometimes words suggest what the should be the definition. Okay, so just like this type of question will be asked. Okay, don't get confused. Single dose means only one dose. Okay, don't feel like anything. Just the examiner is asking some rocket science. Okay, sometimes word meaning gives the definition of particular. Okay, so just you need to be attentive at the time of exam. Okay, then daily dose. Okay, this is also related with the words. Okay, it is the total amount that you can be given in a day, either as a single dose or total amount of the divided into the 3 or 4 doses. Okay, so that is called as a single dose. Okay, that is called as a daily dose. Okay, then total doses, it means the total amount of the dose given in a day which should not be exceeds. Okay, like again I will give you example of that paracetamol. If you will study in second year, okay, in the forensic medicine, you will find, okay, its dose is, maximum dose is 2 gram per day. 2 gram per day. Okay, means within 24 hour you cannot take more than 2 gram. Okay, means 500 milligram tablet means maximum 4 tablet you can take within 24 hour in a normal adult dose. Okay, you cannot take more than that. Okay, otherwise it may cause some liver problem, kidney problem. Okay, mostly it causes the liver damage. Okay, then there is many articles and many papers are there related with the liver damage by paracetamol. Okay, then minimum doses definition, it is the dose which is sufficient to overcome a inhalation or the disease and capable of producing single homeopathic aggravation. Okay, means minimum dose is that dose which will just stimulate your body to fight against disease. Okay, suppose just I will give you example. Okay, any table you are just trying to push. Okay, and you are pushing so hard but you are not able to just make it displaced from that particular place. Okay, but any of your friend will come and just give a little more power. Okay, and now you are able to displace that particular table from that one place to other place. Okay, so that small quantity, okay, that mixed quantity of the first person and second person, okay, that particular quantity of the is called as a minimum dose. Okay, minimum means minimum power. Okay, that is also called as a, I think you have studied in physics and chemistry about threshold energy. Okay, that is the minimum quantity of energy required to give some power. Okay, already with the diseases our body starts, okay, fighting. Okay, it is like that ki nobody want to die. Okay, if you have taken birth, your cells and tissues are alive. Okay, nobody want to die. Okay, except if there is no chance, no options. Okay, so what happened when you take medicine, your fighting is enhanced with that medicine. Okay, your body is already fighting with the outside materia peccans or outside the causes. Okay, and after that when any medicine come to your body, it surplus, it just plus that particular power, and that particular threshold energy is there, and because of that you can fight the disease. Okay, so that minimum dose is what we require to fight the disease, that is called as a minimum dose. Okay, or the threshold energy or threshold dose. Okay, so it is that doses which is sufficient to overcome and inhale the disease and capable of producing slight homeopathic aggravations currently observed after the ingestion. Okay, the section 280, it is aphorism, it is given. Okay, so it is that amount of the medicine which thoroughly small in quantity produces the least possible excitation of the vital force. Force already we have discussed. Okay, this is the energy of the body, threshold energy of the body that helps you to revive or survive or just to get cure from the disease. Okay, the vital force and yet sufficient in excite the necessary changes, that is section 246. Okay, it is given. Then next we will go. So threshold energy or minimum dose is that amount of energy or doses just which will stimulate your vital force. Okay, and to fight against the disease. Okay, already your body is fighting against to disease. Your body don't want to die. Okay, it just want to survive. Okay, then if medicinal power comes, it is 1 plus 1. Okay, it becomes 2 and they fight against the disease. Okay, so it bears these characteristics. Okay, it is beneficial to the patient, it is curative in action, it is not toxic in nature, its action has been proved. Okay, so now Nass is again one of homeopath. About him you will study in the Materia Medica. Nass Materia Medica books are very much famous. Okay, has defined a minimum dose as it is the dose, cure or potentized capable of affecting the patient curability without unnecessary aggravation, which gives according to the law of simillimum. Okay, means you are only giving that much amount of medicine that will not cause any type of aggravation or any type of increase in the problem or disease, or sometimes overdose you will give and that may cause toxic to your body. Okay, so that's why that is the minimum dose that should be given, that will help you to get rid of the diseases. Okay, next is the Stott clause. Okay, again he is a one of homeopath. About his philosophy we will study in Organon of Medicine. Okay, there is book is also there in Organon. Okay, about the philosophies of Stott clause. Says minimum doses is the dose so small that it is not capable of producing symptoms when used therapeutically. Homeopathically requires that the therapeutic doses must be capable of the producing a single temporary aggravation, variation in interfinitesimal or exciting symptoms, and um, nerves of the producing symptoms. Okay, these are the very small doses. Okay, very small quantity of the doses that just helps to get rid of the diseases. Okay, then evolution of concept of minimum dose. Okay, this is the history part. We will see how this concept came, minimum dose, because for each person minimum dose is different. Okay, so till here any doubt you have, anything you want to ask, any doubt? No, nothing. No doubt.
No, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So okay, so go